I have beef with this idea where people say nobody can love you if you don't love yourself first. Doesn't make sense to me. You don't love yourself because you don't know your value. That doesn't mean that other people can't see your value. So, this idea that if I don't learn how to love myself first, then I'm just doomed and that no one's ever going to love me is really ridiculous. Where this does come into play and where we do need to pay attention to this is that if we don't know what it is like to be loved, if we don't know what love is, then we are not going to pick up on the people who love us and potentially the people who do not love us. So there is some truth in understanding what love is and what it feels like to be loved and what it doesn't feel like. But to say that I have to earn love by knowing and feeling that I am lovable, that's just ridiculous. You are who you are. You're the person that you are. You have the value that you have, whether you see it or not. So take a little bit of heart in that today, that you do not have to love yourself to be worthy and deserving of love. You just don't. I don't buy that. The real question is, would you like to feel worthy of love? Would you like to believe that you can be loved, that there's somebody out there who finds you lovable? And that really starts when you accept for yourself that you are lovable. It is hard to believe that somebody else can love you if you don't believe that you are lovable. So, what you might have is somebody who loves you so much, someone who would do anything for you, somebody who's just showing their love for you left and right, but you can't see it. See the difference? It doesn't mean that you're not lovable. It just means that you don't have your eyes open. You can't see the ways that you're lovable. You can't see those things, and you can't see the people that love you or see how they love you. So, really, knowing that you are lovable is key to being able to accept love from other people. It just doesn't make you lovable. The good news is we can actually change how you think about yourself. And I know that sounds kind of insane and maybe not even true. Just because you believe something doesn't make it true. And I know you're saying, but Rachel, I'm really not lovable. I'm a mess. No one's going to love me. I'm just not lovable. You've believed a lot of things that weren't true over your lifetime. There's probably fairy tales that you believed in when you were a little kid. Your beliefs have changed about faith and life as you grow and you learn. You shift and you make room for new beliefs. So why not see if you can shift and make room for the new belief that maybe, just maybe, you are lovable? We can challenge those thoughts, the negative things that just float into your head and you believe instantly. You don't challenge them, you just believe them because it's your head and it's your voice. And so, like, why would you lie to yourself, right? But maybe you don't have all of the evidence. Maybe you don't have all of the information. Maybe you're making a judgment call on old information. Maybe things have changed. The process of exploring that is done through many different ways. We start by getting a little bit of distance from the thought. What happens is when you have the thought, I am unlovable, it's right here. And that's why you can't see it, because you can't get any perspective with something's right here. We have to give yourself a little bit of space. So when you have that thought, right, you can address the feeling or the thought first. It really doesn't matter. But this feeling of being unlovable, and if you just say to yourself, I'm having the feeling that I'm unlovable, just don't buy it right away. And there's ways to get more and more perspective. Another way is just to add another layer to that. I'm having the thought that I'm having the feeling that I am unlovable. I'm having the feeling that I'm unlovable. I'm having the thought that I'm having the feeling that I'm unlovable. And now we have just a little bit more space to get perspective and look at it. Just because you feel unlovable does not make you unlovable.
You were adopted. I wish. No, I made some short lists. I had a couple sleepovers, but I never managed to get in the end zone. I don't know what it was. Not lovable, maybe. Oh well.